Hello, you guys. Welcome to Module 8. You're almost done. I'm just clicking on Learning Modules. I'm starting in Module 8. I'm going to skip for a second our discussion. I'll do that one at the end because just in case you already know what to do in the discussion. I'm going to start with our 8-2 Project 3. I'm going to click on the Guidelines and Rubric. When you're on the guidelines and rubric, just keep in mind, see how it's saying that you want to include information from this reading and from this reading? That's going to be useful. So it's asking you, well, first let me just show you. The rubric is really long. This is what I'm looking at when I'm grading you. And see how it's saying citations and attributions, that's important. So if you're taking information from the book, which is always great, always, always, then you would just use the author's last name, comma, year. But I just want to show you, if you're not sure how to cite one of these two documents, so you just click on them and they open up. And I would go to apastyle.apa.org. Let me just start you there at the beginning. apastyle.apa.org. You scroll down and click on reference examples. And then you scroll down and it's going to be, you can see there's tons of stuff. This is really a web page on a website. That's what you're citing. And because I didn't actually write that, so it is an organizational group author because all of the Psych 108s have the same like course materials. So you're going to click on this because technically Southern New Hampshire is the organizational group author. So you would be writing SNHU. Technically, there's no date on here. So you would put N period, D period for no date. If you wanted to like put today's date, you could. That's fine too. And this is just the title. So PSY 108 Strategies to Increase EI Skills and PSY 108 Connections Between Job Tasks and Corresponding EI Skills. Those are the what goes here. And just note that they're not capitalized. See that? It's not capitalized. So just make sure you pay attention to that. And then just put the website there. My husband would say, bingo, bango, you're done. All right. And so that's how you're going to cite that. Just make sure that you do hit spell check, or I like the editor feature in Word. I always think that that's helpful on the top right in Word, or just do the traditional like spelling and grammar check. Okay, so now here it is. I'm just going to give you an overview. Remember how we already did the milestone for Project 3? You can look back on that, but remember how you found a job that you wanted to do, and then you were like saying how the job tasks would relate to EI, like the emotional intelligence skills that we've learned. So just note that this time it is talking in particular about social awareness, the characteristics of social awareness, how to exhibit characteristics of social awareness in this position. So that's what these are for. See how it says strategies to increase EI skills? So it's telling you what to do right here. So say that you would do one of these things, and then it's asking you how to exhibit emotional intelligence skills in this position using at least 2 examples from the required job tasks. So these are coming from the website from the job that you found before in your earlier milestone. But if you click on the connections between job tasks and corresponding EI skills, like you can see that if it says effective oral and written communication, that would be a way that it would be connected to social awareness. If you're still not sure, I always think that the book is a great place to start. And emotional intelligence was found on page 1.5. And you can see that if you scroll down, it's talking about social awareness here. And then here's some skills related to social awareness, to emotional intelligence, but you can find social awareness skills down here. So all of those places might be good places to gather some information about the characteristics of social awareness, and then you're going to be connecting them using 2 examples from the required job tasks that you found on that job website. Okay. For a psychological theory, I mean, I also did just explain how to increase emotional intelligence as well, but let's just go in order. Okay, so for a psychological theory, I would just go back into the book, and I am a big fan of just using the search feature. Like, you already have a digital book, so let's use it. We don't have to do this for the rest of our lives. Let's just type in theory. And then you can easily see, like, here's a theory, Piaget's theory, Erickson's theory, social cognitive theory, behaviorism theory. See what I mean? Operant conditioning is a theory, like a theory of general intelligence. Like, it's just telling you all the times, and there's a bazillion of them, but it's telling you all the times that we talked about theories. So connect any theory that you want. It doesn't matter, but just connect one of the theories. Like, you can't get this wrong. You just have to say which theory, and don't forget to cite the book. Like, you want to be citing the book. Okay, and then strategies to increase emotional intelligence. So it's saying how the selected job role requires application of strategies to increase emotional intelligence. So that's when using the strategies to increase emotional intelligence would be great. Like, here you go. Any of these, though. Like, in particular for this one, go back in. I mean, see how it says, how will this job role help you to increase your current EI skill level? And see how it says, which EI skills do you feel you most need to improve? Then I would go back to when you did the quiz on emotional intelligence. Remember how you did that quiz? I believe it's on the following page. But you did it on, let me just see next. Yeah, it's talking about job skills again. Oh, here it is. How emotionally intelligent are you? Go back and look at that quiz. And that might be a good place to say which strategy you would want to increase. And just, you can, I mean, copy and paste this. Like, if self-awareness is where you were low, then just copy and paste that that's how you would do this, how you would increase self-awareness, and then just make sure that you cite it. You know, SNHU, no date, and then say the title. And then you're done, because we already did these too. So definitely reach out if you have any questions about that. I'm going to go back in and do the other, like, now I'm going to talk about the discussion. I think it is funny that it's telling you to use this template, which is fine, like, why are you in school and so forth. But just keep in mind that it's always this rubric that you're getting graded on. That is real. You're getting graded on this. So you got to make sure that you support what you're saying using credible resources, meaning our book. This discussion rubric is just used for all psychology courses, so it doesn't say our book in particular, but that's what it is. And then make sure that you're integrating more than one theme, multiple of these themes, which I would say just means 2. You don't have to knock your socks off. I mean, you can. I'm pleased when you guys do, but you can just say 2 and still get full points for this. For advancement of discussion, just note that you have to integrate views from other learners and sources. So just make sure this doesn't say it has to be credible, so this can be anything. And then just make sure that you're spell checking, and see how it says proper APA citation methods. That's even for proficient. Know what I mean? So I think that this web page is always really helpful. And if you weren't sure, I mean, I've said this before, but I don't know how many of these you guys have watched. So I'll just show you that you can go into tools and you can get the citation guide right here. And when you download that, it tells you exactly how to cite the book, but it's just Harper, 2024. All right, that is it for the week. I hope you have a good week. It's our last week. Reach out if you have any questions. Good luck.